How was the day I was born?
Sure, January 26th. Just 2 weeks before that was January 12th. I work at the Red Cross, right? And we had a massive earthquake in Haiti, the biggest one in decades. And there were a lot of people, right, who were killed, but also who were injured, right, and needed help. And so we were working around the clock, right, working every day, weekends, nights, to get everything ready. And actually just a couple days before that day, right, we had a visit from the White House, right? The Obamas came by, right? To kind of thank us for what we were doing. And they actually, said hi to you when you were still inside the womb. And then that morning, right, I had been at work the day before on the Sunday, it was a Monday. And I had some paperwork, and I thought maybe I was having kind of Braxton Hicks contractions, which are fake contractions. Because I'm in a little bit of pain. So we decided, okay, I'll drop my paperwork off at the office, and then we'll just check it out at the hospital, right? And then I'll come right back. But then when we pulled into the parking lot of the hospital, right, which the hospital was the George Washington Hospital, just up the street, right, down Pennsylvania Avenue from where the Red Cross office is. Right when we pulled in and I got out of the car, my water broke. So that's when we know, right, the baby's coming. And we went in, and things happened pretty fast.
What was the most memorable moment of that day?
The most memorable moment was after you were born, and your dad and I were kind of looking at you. We kind of put you down for a nap, and it was so quiet. It was so quiet that we actually went over to look at you to wonder, like, is he still breathing? Is he okay? And you were just so different, right? Already so relaxed and laid back. With your brother, he cried so much, and we were, it was amazing to see how different your personality was, even right after you were born.
What was the most surprising moment of that day?
The biggest surprise was just how fast you arrived, right? Like, we pulled into the parking lot, my water broke, maybe it was 8:30 or something, and then all of a sudden, by a little after 10 a.m., you were already born. So you came so fast that you didn't do the usual epidural that a lot of women get, right, to kind of relieve the pain. They gave me something small, but whatever it was not nearly as much as I've had, right, with your brother to help me. But you came so fast, right, and so easy that it wasn't so bad.
Who came to my birth?
Your abuelito came. He'd been at the house watching your older brother Oton, who was 2.5. And so as soon as he knew you were ready and could be visited, he and your brother Oton came for a visit.
Where was I born?
You were born at the George Washington Hospital in Washington, D.C.
Why was I baptized?
It was really important for us to get you baptized because we wanted to get you into the family of the church as soon as you were ready. We wanted to make sure that you started off well.
What does baptism mean in general to you?
Oh, it really does mean that you are part of a bigger family, connected to historical traditions, and just really important for me to get you started on religious education.
Who was present at the baptism?
Oh, well, it was a couple family members because we were on the East Coast at the time, so we didn't have a lot of family there in the area, but my brothers were there, your mom's aunt, my father, and just a couple of friends.
How were my godparents chosen?
Well, I wanted somebody who was a good moral person, who was just a really good role model, so I chose my brother.
What was the most memorable thing about my baptism?
Well, I thought you were really quiet. You didn't really cry. You were very, very well-natured.
What church was I baptized in?
You were baptized in St. Charles Borromeo in Arlington, Virginia.
Who baptized me?
Father O'Hara.
What day was I baptized on?
July 3rd, 2010.